You're here with us. Thanks for checking out this video. This is Justin Shapiro. He is live on the air with me right now on DC Music Rocks. It's a podcast and an FM radio show. If you don't subscribe, by the way, there's thousands of followers. I hope you subscribe to DC Music Rocks on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. But I'm going to do an interview with him right now, so this is your little 1-minute sneak preview. Justin,
What's
if
up,
they're
everybody?
checking out the video now, how would you describe yourself again?
Oh, do we have time? It was
Yeah, man, tell me.
Acoustic, alternative, folk, rock, country, blues, funk.
You just can't
With
decide.
a twist.
It's an identity,
I can't decide.
It's an
I think I
identity
added
crisis
more on that
thing,
one.
basically. But he's a singer-songwriter. We had a contest for the 930 Club. We have our big festival at the 930 Club in August. And he won the singer-songwriter contest. The community voted and said, this is going to be the guy, one of the two that we had on stage. And so he was our guy. And, of course, I wanted to get him on the show so you could actually talk to him and get to know him a little bit, too.
Thanks for having
More
me.
than just having him. So he's going to be with us. We're going to talk to him now, but I wanted to kind of give you that preface so you know what's happening. And I'm so glad you're checking us out. Thanks for
DC
checking
Music
us out.
rocks.
DC Music does rock, darn it. Absolutely. It really does. All right, we're listening to Inspiration Nation, by the way, is the song that's playing right now on the radio. I hope you check that one out, too. Here it is. That's him, Justin Shapiro, and the track is Inspiration Nation. That's off his album Campfire Party. And boy, Justin, so much. You were talking about your energy and stuff, and man, when you listen to that song, energy is what I have when I'm listening to it, man. I really just woo. Oh my goodness,
That does not sound acoustic at all.
this is true. If you watch him play, he goes into the acoustic, but then he also, I mean, you rock pretty hard, dude. So
Thanks, man.
Very good, man.
I get my Eddie Vedder on in that song.
Nice. And what's Inspiration Nation? The song is about what?
The song is actually about coming together. It's with the times that we're in. I wrote that shortly after the inauguration and all that. It's about standing for what's right, what we believe in as just good human beings should. And there's so much that has happened since I wrote that song. I could have probably 4 more versions
sequel,
of Inspiration
absolutely.
Nation.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, let me give you a proper introduction here. So on DC Music Rocks, we're shining a spotlight on the great songs, artists, and incredible people behind the DC region's music scene. Justin Shapiro is a Bethesda, Maryland native and has been playing in the DC areas since 2007. He's got influences he mentioned like Dave Matthews Band, Pearl Jam, Ben Harper, Bob Dylan. Justin just took his country bent blues, folk rock, alternative sound, and formed Green River Junction back in the day. And then his drummer, Rich, how do you say that? Cairns.
Yeah.
Rich Cairns. He relocated to South Carolina,
What's up,
and
Rich?
they couldn't find a drummer replacement for him easily. So the band kind of fizzled, and Justin, who plays almost out of almost every weekend, took his songs and decided to release Campfire Party, which is his own one that came out in May of 2018. And that's why I first came across you at the 930 Club show, and people, because the community, I said, hey, what singer-songwriters should I have or should we vote on? And the community overwhelmingly said, yes, Justin Shapiro should be in the running. And then they voted on you and you won, man. So congratulations on the win,
Thanks so
and I'm
much.
so
It was
glad you're here,
awesome.
man.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here. I've got some band members now that always are my buddy Derek Wiggins, who is all over the album, bass and guitar, and Dave Chaletsky, who is drumming on the album as well, kind of helped me out. But I just figured...
You bring up a good point, because when they hear the album, there's a full band there, and when they see you playing out and around, it's normally you and your guitar, right?
It is just me and my guitar, which is why I wanted to just put my name on the album. I just figured it's, I like promoting the singer-songwriter style, and
Absolutely.
they all hang out with me and play as much as we possibly can.
There's such a good scene here in DC for sure. Now, so tell us of the story or your earliest memory with talk about DC first. You came to DC in Bethesda. What brought you to, or how did you end up in Bethesda? Have you always been there?
I'm from Bethesda, born and raised, so I am a local guy, and actually just moved in with my fiance into Columbia Heights, so I am a brand new DC resident.
Holy smokes, man! Congratulations.
DMV native. Thank you. It's narrow streets we live on down here. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. That's cool. All right, and now how did you get started with music? Has that been always were you a band kid, or how did that get started?
Yeah. I decided at a very early age. I remember my parents playing me old Bob Dylan records from when I was very, very little. And then I saw Pearl Jam's Unplugged, and I was like, that's what I want to do. When I saw Eddie Vedder just flip
How
all
old were
over
you
the
when you
place.
saw it?
I was probably 11, and I've been
11
chasing
at the
that
time.
dream ever
Because
since.
sometimes people see it at different stages, right? They don't see it right when it came out or something, but you catch it at some point, and that moment when you see it is the special moment, even though that might have been out for a little while, or it might be brand new.
Yeah.
So, all right, so age 11, and you were like, yes, I'm going to do this.
I'm going to do rock and roll.
Nice.
I used to act, and then I switched into music once I started playing guitar, and
Very good.
saw a couple of concerts, and the rest was history.
And now, is it formal music education? Like, did you go to college or high school for this stuff, or
No,
like learn about it, or did you
I
kind of just learn outside of school? For
I
this?
took lessons when I was a kid. I feel like I'm always learning, and I had lessons. Had friends show me things, and I learned a lot on my own, and just kind of created my own sound, which is it's hard to teach. I tried doing a few lessons around the area, and I just couldn't actually teach my technique to people. I play very percussively, and
Yep,
it's
this is true.
I slap the guitar around a little bit.
In a loving way, of course.
In a very
loving
loving
way. Absolutely. I know a lot of people there's a lot of slapping in music, to be honest. I mean, there's slapping of basses,
Yes.
there's slapping of guitars.
Slap the bass.
As long as you're not slapping musicians,
Right,
you're probably doing
right,
good. This is
right.
good. I like it.
Thanks for that.
Now, what about, so now you on the personal side, take a break from the music.
Yeah.
What do you do outside of music? What's life like for you?
These days I'm just planning a wedding.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's a big thing. Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun, but we're getting married down in Florida.
Yes,
in
what part of Florida?
February. So Singer Island, so North Palm Beach area.
Excellent.
And going down to the Keys, but that's going to be a lot of fun. But these days, ramping up for the holidays and dealing with traveling down there. I shouldn't say dealing.
Well, traveling. I mean, travel's a thing. You got to deal with. You got to get all the.
We're road
all the
tripping
stuff
down
together.
to Florida to get married, so that's going to be great.
Oh, that's going to be
it's
awesome.
gonna be very cool.
Very good. Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much.
And to your future, to Liz.
Yeah, and
yes,
you know
absolutely.
her. We
I
have
do
that
know Liz.
connection.
It's kind of a small world thing where I knew Liz because I'm in a band and I was working with Liz as part of
N
Let
Street
you tell.
Village.
She's part of N Street Village, and we did a show with her there, and then you got nominated through this 930 thing, and it was one of those small world moments where it was like, wait, I know your fiance like really well. Whoa, and you're connected. Wow, I love how mind blown on how the world works.
Yeah,
that
was way cool.
That was an awesome moment. Now, talk about your funniest moment on stage. Tell the story. What comes to mind?
Oh man, I would have to say the the nervousness of actually playing at the 930 Club.
Really?
Yeah, you
Okay.
know the nerve. I was walking on the stage and I just remember seeing everybody in the crowd and I was expecting to be nervous because it's the 930 Club, and then you walk out and I was internally sweating bullets, and I started playing a song that's got a rock and bass line to it, and I just heard somebody go, "Oh yeah!" And I just that right there, I was loose. I was ready to go for the rest of the show, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know how funny it was, but
That's that successful
Very
moment.
cool
that
moment.
goes to-
Very cool
absolutely.
moment.
All of a sudden, that was the go switch that you needed.
Absolutely.
To like, yes, this is happening.
I just
got
needed
this.
that acceptance from somebody.
Absolutely. And now, talk about a time that you tried and failed. What comes to mind?
I would have to say, I auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Yes, you did.
did.
I love when people come on the show and they do this stuff, man. That's awesome. All right, tell us what happened.
I tried. I never got the call back, so I guess that counts as failing. I'm glad
Okay.
I went.
Yeah.
It was.
Where did you go
totally-
when you said I went?
I went to Philadelphia to do it.
Wow.
And it was totally different. Simon wasn't there.
Sure.
Heidi Klum was not there.
Okay.
And it was some lady that was, just my age or maybe even younger, that was doing the judging. And I thought, man, I should actually just play Wagon Wheel instead of one of my own songs.
No, I don't think so.
But no,
you only get one shot.
right.
So how do you want to look back on it? You want to look back and say I went on there and I played Wagon Wheel, or do you want to play one of yours? Come on, Justin, you did it right, man.
It was way cool. It was a very cool experience to do. But when I saw the person in front of me walk in the room on his hands, I knew I probably wasn't the person they were looking for.
Well, was he the person? Did he end up? Do you know?
I have to say, I had a little bit of bitterness in me, and I did not watch that season.
That's all right. That's all right. I was just wondering if you happen to know, because man, if they set the bar at walking in on your hands, doing a handstand,
I'm out.
I'm out too. I can't. I don't think most people can do it. I can't hang. That's really funny, man. So, what do you have in your music collection that might surprise us?
Oh, just that I have all live music. I have about 10% of my music. Yeah, and my fiance hates it. But about 10% of my music is studio recordings, but everything else is live. I just love.
Where do you are these like live CDs that you found,
mostly bootlegs,
your own iPhone that you recorded?
Yeah, no, no. I have that little cassette tape still that I just hold up in the.
Yes.
No.
Oh my God, that's old school. All right.
Yeah. No, I go on different websites, and I just like to listen to the bands like in their element.
Yeah.
But God, in terms of random stuff, I don't know. I do have, like my Miley Cyrus tracks on my phone.
Stop it.
I mean, I have to play Wrecking Ball and all that.
Well, good on you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Miley can be inspiring in her own way.
In her own way.
Good on you. I like it. Now, my favorite question to ask on the show that I always do is if you could offer one piece of advice, what would it be? And take that in whatever context you like.
I mean, I'll take it into the music is keep trying. I've been on the music scene since 2007, and I've been chasing the dream, putting myself out there for America's Got Talent, and then I see the contest for the DC Music Rocks and take a chance, and everybody in the community voted for that. And I mean, if you live in this area in DC, 930 Club is a dream to play. Yeah. And, every band, as you're very well aware of, every band that night was saying how much this meant to them, and it was a dream. And, and that's the first step. And the next step is, my whole band being at the DC Music Rocks Festival next year.
There you go. Let's get the band together and make it happen. There it is. I like it, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. And, it was really a treat to have all you guys there. You had a band and then you switched gears and made it just became yourself. Was that a hard transition with like letting go of the Green River Junction, I think is the name? Was that letting go of that? Was that tough?
It was only tough because it was just the name that I loved so much that I've been, putting myself under for so long. But it's actually a little bit more freedom to just go under me because I still have, my buddy Derek plays with me all the time.
Sure.
And he was in Green River Junction.
That's true. So I guess if it's your name, it doesn't matter. The people can change. He can move to South Carolina. Somebody can move away. You can make new friends.
Exactly.
It's still going to be Justin Shapiro.
So I do book solo and with my band, and it just kind of opens me up to do everything. I love performing by myself, but there is something that can't ever be replaced by 3 or 4 other guys up there with you.
Absolutely. The full band thing is a thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like the more people that are on stage, the
and
more
being
crazy
a drummer,
it is
you're
to
the backbone
watch.
of everything.
I mean, I get it, man.
Yeah.
There's something about drums that like hold it down. That's it. You find that pocket and you sit in it, and it's like, ooh, it's good. Anyway, all right. So, and if they want to find out more about you and the cool stuff that you're doing and follow you, where do they go?
JustinShapiroMusic.com. All of my Instagram stuff is Justin Shapiro Music. Facebook, Justin Shapiro Music. Twitter is JShapMusic. That's the only
Got
difference.
it. And which one do you like the most?
I'm an
which one do you
guy.
open most?
I'm an
Instagram?
Insta and Facebook. I'm so bad at tweeting.
No,
I just
no worries.
don't do
so
it.
Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook
Check it out.
and Instagram.
Justin Shapiro Music.
Yeah.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, and now one of the things about being a guest on the show is you got to bring great music with you, and
Yes.
Justin definitely did that today. So share with us the what are you playing for us today, man?
This is a good friend of mine, Sean Chun, and it's Punk Rock Love Song.
There he is. And that was Justin Shapiro. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hope you subscribe to the show. And of course, check out Justin Shapiro and Justin Shapiro Music.
Yeah.
Really appreciate him being here, and thank you for checking us out.
Thanks,
That
y'all.
was really cool. Thanks, everybody.